Welcome to Hat Chat. This is your host, David Johnson, Master Hatter at DbarJHats Company in Las Vegas, Nevada. Master Hatter and founder of DbarJHats Company. Today we're going to talk a little bit about caring for your hat. A lot of people are afraid of their hats and don't want to mess with them and clean them because they think they're going to hurt them. These are pretty much indestructible. The hats we make here at DbarJHats Company, we're using American-made hat bodies out of Winchester, Tennessee. They're some of the best bodies in the world, and as we make them, they can take rain, they can take snow, use and abuse, and they will retain their shape. This is a cattleman's crease. This is one of our natural pure beaver hat bodies. These are hat brushes. Everybody's seen a hat brush probably before. There's two different colors. What's the colors for? For your black hats, a black brush. For your light hats, a light brush. The way these are made and spun, on the top of your hats, brush them off in a counterclockwise motion because that's the way the fur lies. If you go this way, you'll find that they will stand up and not lay down slick. So you want to brush the top in a counterclockwise motion. Because the opposite side, same direction, you go clockwise and it'll lay it down very nicely. And if you brush your hat and lay the fur down, it'll look much nicer, get off the dirt, crud for the day, and it'll look ready to go tomorrow. If you have a lot more crud, dirt, these hat sponges, you don't wet them, they also cut the fur a little bit. So when you brush your hat to get crud off, when your hat's especially new, you'll get some little fur fibers off, that's fine. You're helping put a finer finish on your hat. Our hats, if you get them wet into the snow, shake them off, set them on something, a vase or something, don't put them on a lamp, someone turn your lamp on and burn your hat, and let them dry, and they should pretty much stay exactly like you had it. Many of your today's mass-produced hats from your major manufacturers, if you get caught in the snow or the rain with a dark colored hat, their colors bleed. The hat bodies we use are acid dyed, the dye is washed out and it's intact, so you're not going to get the bleeding that you on many of the mass-produced hats that you'll find today. When you store your hat, people go, what do? Well, some people put on a hat hook in their living room on a hat tree for temporary storage, a few days, so forth. It works well. I've seen people who've had hats on a rack for years and they got dirt and dust and kitchen grease all over them. They need a bit of work. The best way for long term is store them in your closet, upside down, high, so it stays away from bugs and so forth. The cleanest house will end up with some bugs. But to keep dust off, a paper bag, a plastic bag, or a cardboard box works very, very good. If it's really a nasty hat, we can rebuild it and make it pretty much like new. You buy a DbarJ hat, as long as I'm alive, send it back, we can rebuild it. We made it, we can rebuild it. So your hat will stay good and looking great for years. Next time, we're going to be talking about picking a style. So if you have a subject matter you'd like to talk, email us at DbarJHats@yahoo.com. Signing off, this is David Johnson, Master Hatter at DbarJHats Company.